Goddamn, that man is sus. Now that she follows me to the bathroom, might as well be useful. Didn't see that coming. I dated this blind girl till she broke up with me a few weeks ago. Guess who's back with a different voice? To save money, maybe you should skip breakfast. Just had a message from a random guy asking to meet in the woods to compare nut sizes. Ducking weirdo didn't even turn up. In high school, I was placed in the English bottom class, where a teacher said to my face I'd never make it as a writer. Today, 25 years later, after uncountable knockbacks from almost every publisher, I'm ecstatic to finally be able to announce that teacher has died. Never give up. Can you imagine how happy a father must be to see a daughter being awarded Best Nulslex? While we're at it, can we talk about these? Her, I'm a ducking omnivore. Better eat shitloads vegetables instead of efficiently eating meat. Her, why breed? Let's just require an entire team of people to coax us into ducking because we can't breed properly. Her, let's evolve to have tiny eyes that can't see shut. At what point did you realize Japanese were just a silly evolution? Pick not related. If they are not comfortable with this at first, try using a face cloth to cover the face and then pour the water over, eventually moving the face cloth away. If your child is still not comfortable, get them to hold the face cloth and pour the water over themselves. Teaching your kids to put their face in the water. King swim. Oh my god, woman on board a Delta flight was so honey that the pilot had to make an emergency landing. A Delta flight pilot had no choice but to make an emergency landing because of a honey female passenger. Being aroused is one thing, it can happen to anyone, anytime. But how many of us have had planes make emergency landings because of our honeyness? Well, this case sure is a first in that category. A woman who was on board a Delta flight from Baltimore, Washington to Salt Lake City gave no choice to the pilot except to make an emergency landing because of her honeyness. The woman, who was described as being very intoxicated, made sexual advances at her co-passenger. However, all hell broke loose when he turned down her offers. The woman started screaming, making other passengers uncomfortable, and even threatened to kill her co-passenger. Well played, grocery store employee. Tastes like bet. I'm Guy. LMAO, I'm not actually Guy. My boyfriend took my phone and tweeted that. 1943. With Steve Rogers as its head, S.H.I.E.L.D. grows quickly. Steve personally selects each candidate for super soldier status. Hired a new driver today. Had all the right qualifications. This one time, I was having intimate relations with a married woman. Hearing the front door close, she said, "Oh no, it's my husband. Quick, use the back door." Looking back, I should have run, but you don't get offers like that every day. How is it 2023 and nobody's come up with a satisfying explanation as to why cell phones never show up in our dreams if we're using them for 12 hours a day? You did great in the fight, so I'll promote you. Really, I'm gonna be a general? No, my wife. Take it from me, this place changes a man. Yeah? How? I used to be right. I can hear you using your vibing Thor every night. If you ever want an actual person to do the job, I'm right next door. Excuse me, what the duck are you talking about? The walls are thin. I can hear the buzzing every night. That's my electric toothbrush, you 8-jot. Oh, well, the offer still stands. Praying for better Geis Lex in the Vatican. Top church official says Geis Lex within the Vatican has never been worse. The 4 horsemen of getting the job done. Please do not eat in the library. The ants will get in. They will learn how to read. Then, they will get too smart. Knowledge is power. Power corrupts. So, the ants will turn evil and take over the world. No. Grandma, you know what they say, third time's a charm. World War III begins. Germany. Today's the day. What's your biggest fear? Being forgotten. What's yours? Hello. Imagine cranking your hog in your Las Vegas hotel room and you look up, and the video orb just staring at you like this. Shrimp and some head for $13? This gotta be the greatest deal in the history of mankind. The juicy seafood. Snow crab legs, $21. Crawfish, seasonal, $10. Shrimp, with head, $13. Our dog has been barking and scratching up our back door every night. He has been doing this for days, so I sat with him last night to find the issue. I snapped a flash pic of the back door when he barked and capture this. Be very careful outside, because this does not look normal. POV. It's your first day in the gym, ready to lose some weight. You look out the window. You see a fat man falling. It's 1945. Authorities cannot be more specific than this. Do not touch your partner's private part while he or she is driving. What has 4 legs and isn't alive? A chair. Haha, nice try Gran. It is your dog. He's dead. Emma. Girl. Hits me. Girl. Haha, you can't hit me back because I'm a girl. Me. All that food and you decide to eat your desk. YouTube playing too long and skippable ads in a row. Me watching a CPR tutorial to save someone having a heart attack. Woman, originally from the Netherlands, but who moved to Switzerland at age 8, is denied citizenship because people of her town found her too annoying. A vegan, she thought that placing cowbells on cows is a form of animal abuse. When you finally beat your brother's high score ghost in Mario Kart, and you lose the only thing you had left of him. Happy birthday, Nana. 6'9" today. No, not today. Grandpa's put his back out. Magic 8 ball. Am I stupid? Wojaks are barbers for guys. They get to play dress up with dolls now. Adam Britton, British croc expert admits sexually abusing dogs. What are the hobbies? That is a immediate red flag. Removed by moderator. 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 I feel like pitbulls are the bulk people of the dog world. Every time someone mentions a pitbull, it's that one person like of course it was them. Like bro, don't blame the dog, blame the owner. Exactly. Don't blame the bulk guy, blame his owner. I'm joking of course. Me, I would like a Coke please. The cashier, it's $7 a gram, sir. Hold up. Your dinner's cold. Where have you been? Look, I wanna start by saying thanks for making me dinner, cause that is a really nice thing to do for someone. But that restraining order I have on you is very real. What is most why the duck? Do you know that fact? If you need to hide a body, the best way to do it is to remove the hands and teeth to prevent identification. If they can't identify the body, they can't possibly link the victim to you, since they don't know who they are, and dispose of them elsewhere. You can also pour yogurt into their nose to help speed up the decomposition process, further preventing identification. If you must bury the body, make sure to bury them vertically, as aerial searches will look for disturbed ground about 6 feet or so long. Also, bury a dead animal about a foot on top of the dead body, so when cadaver dogs will alert, they will find the dead animal and the searchers will assume it was a false positive, then move on. Everybody, hold up. Yeah, my brother was a cop and decided to have sex with his partner in their vehicle while on the clock. He thought they were being sneaky, sitting in a dark corner of a parking garage, until the sergeant happened to drive by and catch them, him with his pants and his ankles, hitting his partner from behind. Obviously they are no longer on the force. It's a damn shame too, because they were the county's best canine unit. Fox News showing news about foxes. Sky News showing news about the sky. BBC News. Who wore it better, Taylor Swift or my dad? Venezuela's Tacoran prison raided. Moment 11,000 cops storm notorious jail to find a zoo, casino, nightclub, pool and supermarket after the trendy Aragua criminal gang was allowed to roam free for years. So Applebee's wanted to give me horrible service and then was assholes about it. So I left them a shut cocoon and the shutter. Yeah, I'll remember I used to post mashed potatoes and ramen. She put me onto these things called coupons, sales, and grocery shopping. Whole fridge looking like a come up. And we got Tupperware now, so all kinds of leftovers and I can eat them whenever I want. And all I gotta do in return is whatever she wants. Which is easy shut like killing bugs, fixing stuff, paying all the bills and eating ace. Past Jugman is here until 6 PM today to teach truckers proper pee disposal. Jugman is past at all the jugs he's found laying in the parking lot. You're in trouble if you don't dispose properly. Kids can get their picture taken with Past Jugman for only $5 from 4 to 6 PM today. The humanoid robot CEO of a drinks company says she doesn't have weekends and is always on 24/7. Dictator appointed Mika as its experimental CEO in August 2022. Men are so cool. Whenever I have one in my bed, I'm like blown away by the sheer size of them. It's like when you meet a cow in real life. My former boss. Holy duck. By the way, I came out as transgender this year. I go by Ali now. But if you ever see a resume for Althea, that's mine, haha. I'm identifying as a dog. Now I stay home and sleep all day and click my balls. Wait for people to feed me. I don't know if you think I'm kidding, but I'm 100% serious and find your joke offensive. Good luck with the job hunting. Woof woof. How was this, Lex? You'll never know. You don't have any. Agreed. I keep pressing my wife on how we got all of these kids. Still no answers. My husband is divorcing me because I cheated. Can I get half of what he owns without getting also the kids? I want to have fun with the money, and I think the kids would take too much of my time. Australian man fined for taking pet snake surfing. A Gold Coast man who filmed himself taking his pet snake for a surf has been fined by Australian wildlife authorities. Higafiutha and his Bredli carpet python Shiba became local celebrities earlier this month after video of them catching waves went viral. I've never given out a free autograph in my life. But when I was told there was a young man with a learning disability, it hit a nerve for me. Glad you liked it, Marco. But respectfully, I've changed my mind and I'd like my $50 in cash. As somebody with a subby boyfriend with a mommy stink, this is accurate. As a submissive man with a mommykin, I can say I feel represented. Dig in remote places. Extract extremely rare rocks. Perform a forming spell on the rocks. Extreme heat and pressure are required. Inscribe microscopic arcane sigils into your magical stones. Imbue the stones with lightning. The stones gain anima. The stones speak in language incomprehensible to all mankind. Certain trained warlocks can control the powers of the stones. They learn the language of the stones. The warlocks harness the magical stone's powers to bring forth light and image. The rest of the population is in awe. You can now access Fortnite Palm anywhere you want from the palm of your hand. My friend is a cannibal. I've known this friend since I was 11, and I've always noticed red flags. She's always overly violent and aggressive towards me, and always wants to talk about her and how great she is. I've always wanted to leave the friendship, but she's suicidal and would probably kill herself if I left. Today, however, was the final straw for me. Me and my other friends were hanging out with her, and she casually mentioned how she eats her own flesh. She went into excruciating detail explaining how it tastes, smells, and looks. She showed us the wound in her leg from where she took her flesh. She also admitted how she's always craved eating flesh for years, and now she's tried her own. She wants to try someone else's. Being around her made me uncomfortable before, but now I don't think I can bear it. I'm scared for myself and my friends. I don't know if she's lying about the wanting to try someone else's flesh part, but I'm still scared all the same. What's your go-to dopamine fix? Dopamine. What's your go-to for a quick fix of dopamine? I hate to say it, but masturbating. I love a good pull in between my lingers. Nothing like a relaxing fishing trip to get your mind off things. How far up the shaft of the pen's hair grows. It's kinda funny how it thins out in density. There'll be like 1 or 2 stray little hairs who have left the base camp of the pubic bone and are going for the summit alone. I feel bad shaving them off, like those little dudes were really going for it. Amazon has basically ensured that no one in the next generation will be named Alexa. My name is Alexa, and I get roughly 3 jokes a day when I go to work. I'm a registered nurse in a hospital, so I communicate with a lot of different people during 12-hour shifts. I'm so over it. This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. I have just 1 hour time, and now I have to do something relevant, like spending your semen watching consensual filmed sex. Also, if I were to have sex with another candid, that's not zoo. If you disagree, then I guess you're transphobic? Sorry, I don't make the rules. Instead of testing on rats, let's test on these people. Why the heck girls waste so much blood? I mean, you can donate it to the soldiers instead of wasting it. The feminine urge to selfishly shed our uterine lining. Dropping it on the ground works, but most of the time results in being cursed, as in, they'll actually cast a bad spell at you, either verbally or with a dirty look. A lot of people in Europe, especially of my parents' generation, still fear and try to avoid gypsy curses. They won't admit that they believe in them, but they are secretly afraid of gypsy magic. I think I know what you mean. Because my neighbor's dad keeps playing a hilarious prank on me where he says that he can give an amazing blowjob using only his butthole. So I'll let him do it, but as soon as he's finished, he bends over and starts spraying neat creamy peat juice all over my face and weenus. My favorite part of the gym is gnawing on this between sets. I thought you have to put that in your urethra, so I did, and my pens is cramming everywhere. It makes me so mad that British people say the C word in like every sentence like ugh. That word is actually awful, please stop. What? Consent. Goofy ways to commit suicide. I have decided that I want to kill myself. However, I want to do it in the funniest way possible. Go to McDonald's. Can I have an ice cream? Sorry, ice cream machine is broken. Oh, that's fine. Pull out gun and blow my brains out in front of the Waji. I would do it through the mouth upwards, so I don't hit anyone. I haven't decided if I will do it exactly like this. Maybe I'll find an even funnier way. Do you guys have suggestions? In before don't kill yourself. I already bought the gun and I won't let it go to waste. No, I won't kill anyone else either. Go to Auschwitz, go into a gas chamber, pull out the gun and shout 6,000,001. And pull the tiger. Guess what? If my mother adopted me, I wouldn't have known, nor cared. Amazing, isn't it? If you get murdered in your sleep, you wouldn't know or care either, right? I fail to see how that justifies anything. Are you attempting to justify murder? Choose one. Arms can be any shape or material. Add 2 to anything. Get $100 for every mile ran. It stops working if you stop running. Resets daily. Perfect health and staying young until you turn 70. Then you die. So, a 4th plane has hit the towers. Given how much porn there is on the internet, you've probably backed off to a dead person without knowing it. Until we meet again. Oh, don't you worry, I knew. You talk about sex too much. Mom, is it because it's not heterosexual sex talk? Not at all. You know I love and support you. It's because you taught grandma what fisting is. Fun fact, once while looking for batteries, while living with my grandparents, I found double-sided anal beads. My grandparents are deeply conservative and my grandpa has been a pastor for most of his life. Got even better when her dementia started kicking in and grandma would knock on my door asking if I took her vibing Thor. I did take it, but that's irrelevant. What's the etiquette of rubbing one out under the table? You ask this on almost every video. May I suggest you seek professional help? Off topic, is it Batman's or Badman? common misconception, a group of Batman is actually called an orphanage. Sophia Eurista, brass against, peed on the face of a fan during their set at Welcome to Rockville. If that's their number 1 fan, I'd hate to see their number 2. You'll know what to do here. Take the title of the last song you heard and add in my ace. Nuclear attack in my ace. I pray for the ones that just listen to father. Me when I learn about nuclear power. That just sounds like steam, but with extra steps. Name an efficient non-renewable energy source that isn't steam based. Slavery. Has anyone ever thought about how weird it is that we like watching porn? I mean, we are the only living animal out of millions who think it's satisfying to watch others have sex. How the duck you verified as Julius Caesar. I'm eating a honey bun right now. It's delicious. Mouth-watering. I wish I was eating my honey's buns right now. I want his spring clock. Same. His crusty ace appearance is too heat to handle. I really hope you're joking. If not, I'm not. Sigh. We have to poke our pee hole once a week with a toothpick to keep it from getting clogged, and trim our foreskin at least once a month. I like to steam my balls when they get too wrinkly. I take a steamy bath and let them get nice and saggy. Then I stretch them out and cloth pin them to my leg. After an hour, I'm wrinkle free. Or just like a sugar glider. Oh man, you should really get a ball iron. They're so efficient. My ball iron just broke. Gonna order another one off Amazon next paycheck. I just inject mine with Botox. I recently decided to stop trimming and just let it grow out.